Hello and welcome, Neumont University students and beyond.
Hello?
Hey, you
Is this
watch
thing
your
on?
tone,
Oh
me.
no.
Hey!
Wow,
One
you're
second,
muted.
y'all.
You're
I'm gonna toss it into intermission because I clearly have an issue.
They call me a monster. I want to see you crawl. Only 5 of them. Pity. Someone will die. You made me this way. Breathe deep. I'll take from you what they took from me. Everything. They call me a monster. I want to see you crawl. Only 5 of them. Pity. Someone will die. You made me this way. Breathe deep. I'll take from you what they took from me. Everything. They call me a monster. I want to see you crawl. Only 5 of them. Pity. Someone will die. You made me this way. Breathe deep.
All right, I'm back at the very least. I don't have a way to fix that, as far as I can tell. But R6, that's R6 for you. Ubisoft. We love Ubisoft. I'm just not going to click into the game while we're in the lobby in case anyone says anything weird. Based on the all chat, I bet they're saying something in there. But it looks like they are readying up here soon. We are going to be playing on Bomb Fortress, and it is Neumont versus Auburn. Y'all are no, probably, but no, don't be in chat saying that, man. Come on, I wish I was modded. Come on, Twitch, why'd you unmod me? We love scuffed streams. We love them. We love them. Yeah, genuinely. I'm just not modded, so that's great. I need to go fix that too. What a lovely experience, finding all of the scuffed stuff that we have to go fix. There we go. Am I modded in my own chat? There we go. Oh God, no, stop, please. There we go. All right. Getting into this, we are in Picks and Bans now. I should be able to click into the game in Picks and Bans, hopefully. Hopefully. All right. Auburn versus Neumont. Auburn is on the defend side first. Neumont is on the attack side first. I don't know that much about R6. I was kind of hoping another caster would be able to show up, but I got a total of 0 responses, so gonna just have to keep hoping and praying that somebody shows up to save me. Ban phase. Who are they gonna ban? I have no idea. Thermite and Azami. Sounds like 2 characters I recognize being banned in the past. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Blackbeard. Atticus playing Blackbeard. We see a Gridlock, a Striker. Please do not. I don't remember, but isn't Striker like the default? Is that a real pick? Is that someone that you pick? I have no idea. I am the mods, and I did that to you. You know exactly why I did that to you. This is a school-sponsored stream. Please keep the chat at least somewhat PG. I want to go watch the drones. I want to go watch the silly drones fly around the map. You're pure of heart, but not pure of mouth. Keep it PG in the chat. I know next to nothing about this game, but they're droning. They're trying to find the bomb here. One of them got found. That sucks, but they did find the bomb site. That's pretty good for Neumont. Having information on where the bomb site is lets you know a lot of how you're going to play the game, a lot of where you need to be playing around. Neumont runs this thing where they'll go the exact same location every single time, and it doesn't work out for them, and it's just terrible. And I hope that they don't do it this time, but they've done it every other time. Wow! The metrics are back as well. We love R6 doing this to us. All right. Looks like Neumont is on the roof. They are preparing to get in some of these gunfights here. Doesn't look like they have a roamer this time, so not really anyone to watch for a major pick here. Maybe this staircase. But it looks like Neumont's kind of just droning, trying to find some more information there. Pokey High, maybe trying to find something through this wall eventually. Throws out something, not really sure what that was, but doesn't really do much, as everyone is just kind of waiting around looking to find something here. Oh, Pokey High's drone might find someone out and about eventually. Midnight's drone's probably getting them a decent chunk of information. It's just sitting on that bed back there. I think it was finally found. Oh! Vefty managed to find one. Atticus and Vefty pushing forward. Vefty goes down to Sun on their team, making it 1-1 here. We move forward in this round. Please, let me be first. There we go. The Blackbeard using his shield to his advantage, gaining some information, getting poked in the process. Unfortunate for Neumont, he's half health. He is basically one tap in R6. Yeah, there goes Atticus. But Neumont comes in to find Sun right back, bringing it to an even game once again. Cutie trying to poke for some information, find some of Auburn out here. Sees that get thrown, sees them poking through, finds one. Can he get the second one here? Doesn't look like it, but they do run away. They're poked. So is Cutie. Cutie goes down as Pokey High and Midnight are the last ones left on Neumont. Pokes through this wall, tries to find him. Doesn't quite get the shot off there. Penguin and Zonus are playing pretty far back here, trying to make sure that they are doing all right. Thank you, whoever moderated the chat for me. Kind of hard to do both at the same time. Once again, they're kind of just playing back, playing slow, but with 30 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be kind of hard. They're putting up the breach on that wall there. Hopefully they can find something. Doesn't really do much. Not really sure what that was. I thought it was a breach, but guess it wasn't. Ooh. Right through that hall. Pokey High goes in and finds one. Can he find the remaining one? Kind of just shoots down the hall. Can't find him through the smoke. Pulls out a shotgun. He has 3 seconds left to find him. 2, 1, 0. And the defenders win by camping it out. Neumont was a little bit slow to get on the upkeep there. So Auburn just managed to sit back, relax, find a good chance to win. Great play from Auburn there. Round 2, going to be interesting to see if people change around. Pokey High picking Striker there is weird to me. I'm not sure if they're like an actual character or if they're like the default still. Again, I haven't touched R6 in many, many years, and even when I was, I did not play it at a very high level, so gonna not have all of the information I wish I did going into this. Once again, we see the drones coming out here. I'd love to see some nice drone hops, some nice drone placements. Maybe find a lot of good information. One of them just sitting on a box here. Saw at least one go through the hallway. Neumont is suspicious maybe that they have it up on the second floor. They do. Yeah, seems like everyone is just running around. Classic mattress spot. They don't quite find the bomb yet, though. They see the electrified wall up here up top. Pretty sure that Neumont can reasonably guess where the bomb is. Crazy that you can see the bomb with the drone there and not get the bomb is found notification. Neumont should definitely know that the bomb is up top there now. Okay, there we go. That's how you turn that down. Again, not too experienced with R6, not too knowledgeable about the characters. I do know that they added Solid Snake recently. Don't know if it's competitive legal yet. I would imagine not. Most games don't let you play the newest thing in high-level competitive play right as they come out. But if they are, I'd love to see... Pokey High kills Cutie? Pokey High? What are we doing? What are we doing, Neumont? Oh, I wish I got that on camera. I wish I knew that Pokey High was just gonna shoot down Cutie like that. Crazy, crazy work from Pokey High there. I would be raging at them down in our esports room if I was Cutie, but I'm not, so I can't. Exclamation point merch, yeah, exclamation point merch works. It puts a link in chat where you can find some merch from us. We're pushing up and forward. Vefty has a shield out, so does just Neumont trying to find their way forward. Vefty gets picked. Pokey High almost goes down, manages to find a pick back. Neumont still down a person because Pokey High killed Cutie at the start of this game. Breach goes down. They're trying to shoot it. They cannot in time, so it breaks that electric wall. Trying to find someone poking through, but Pokey goes down. Midnight almost down themselves. They do go down. It's just Atticus versus the world here. They managed to find one, managed to almost find two, but they go down, unfortunately, for Neumont. Starting that match out getting a team kill is just the absolute worst way you could possibly start out a round. You're just immediately a player down, and it's no one's fault but your own. What is Pokey High doing there? Unfortunate play for Neumont. We see a gridlock coming out. Blackbeard, Grim. Those are the only people that I recognize the name of. Pretty sure Blackbeard is the shield that we've been seeing Neumont playing here. Gridlock has this thing where they'll like... I don't know how to describe it. I have not touched R6 in a very, very long time, but... I know a little bit about how this game works from the couple of streams I've done and how much I've played it before. Not 100 on what all the characters do. Oof, one of Neumont's drones go down. Midnight has a drone up, and they find it. Unfortunate for Neumont. They have 3 drones remaining. This one just sitting there watching them plant whatever that thing is there. No clue what it is, what it does, but Neumont knows about it. They did not find bomb to the best of my knowledge, so it's going to be interesting to see how they go in and try to play this next round. A couple of them are going back up to the roof again. We hear some shots going off. Usually normal stuff for the beginning. Bomb is on first floor this time, so going to be interesting to see how Neumont tries to play around that. Yeah. Atticus goes down, unfortunately. Gets caught out trying to break down these windows on the first floor. Just so bad for Neumont. Immediately going down a person once again going into this round. Cutie not getting shot immediately by PokeHigh this time at the very least. I do wonder what happened to cause that to happen last round. Was Pokey just like shooting some windows and Cutie walked in front? Ooh. Vefty goes down on Neumont, but Midnight finds the repick. Neumont still down a person, unfortunately for them. Neumont still on the second floor here. Sees a person, shoots at him, but cannot quite find anything out of it. Pokey still trying to watch. Same with Cutie, but none of Neumont really inside of like the areas that they need to be in right now. One of Auburn, it seems to be rotating behind Neumont. It looked like they were up top. I guess I'm wrong. Thought they might have been rotating behind up top, but doesn't appear that they are. Neumont kind of just sitting in this room on the second floor trying to find some space, but the bomb isn't up there, so they really do need to get up, get some information if they want to find this round. Unfortunately, it's... Ooh, they're going to breach the floor there. That's pretty good for them. They know that the bomb has to be on that first floor. They break through the floors now, giving them a lot more information, a lot more opportunity to shoot down, shoot through, and maybe get some kills here. Still breaking through all of this floor. Ooh! Midnight goes down to Zonus there, as it is now a 2v4 Neumont to Auburn. Unfortunately for Neumont, that's a pretty bad situation to be in. Even if they have the high ground and might be able to get some shots through the floor there, it's going to be hard work to take down 4 people with just the 2 remaining. Cutie goes down. It's just PokeHigh versus the world. I'd be surprised if Neumont brought this back and they go down. So yeah, pretty normal game so far from Neumont here. Just not really sure what to say, really. From an overall gameplay perspective, I don't know that much about R6, so I don't know how to speak fully on what they should be doing versus should not be doing. But whatever they're doing right now, it just isn't working. They keep getting picked off early, and that leads to them being in a disadvantage in the later game, which leads to them being in a further and further disadvantage until they lose the games. Looks like we're getting a second floor bomb. We see Striker picked once again. Again, I have no idea what Striker does, but I can't imagine he's that much better than a lot of these other characters that you could pick. See Bandit, Mute, Smoke, Ela, and Warden on their team. I believe Mute might be the one that does the little disruption on your drones, makes it to where you can't really get the notification that your drones have found the bomb. Once again, going to be trying to watch for these drone placements, figure out where Neumont puts the stuff that they are putting down, see if they can find the bomb this time. It is on the second floor, so it's where they've been playing towards as long as they can find it. Nice little drone placement from Cutie there. Not sure that the enemies will find that. Neumont does locate the bomb site. Yeah, I think that is what Mute does, where this drone is all glitching out and can't really do much. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looks like we are getting into this now. Neumont has 3 up top, 2 down the bottom. That's pretty abnormal for them. They usually run a 5 push. All 5 of them spawn the exact same location, push the exact same side. So seeing them play this different way is definitely interesting. Shows me that they're trying to figure out new things, test out new stuff, and figure out what can work for them. Cutie over here on this wall with Sun right on the other side of that hallway there. Nothing really coming of that. Atticus and who is it? Oh, it's just Atticus now. Atticus just chilling over here on this side, trying to be a split-off push. Midnight shooting some shots down. Does not find anyone and goes down to alt, unfortunately dropping the defuse for a second there. Again, 2 more from Neumont are up in this staircase, but they got picked off once. They drop down into 2 people in that hallway. They're going to go down. They find one. They find not another. Neumont is yet again down a person. Unfortunately, Atticus finally getting the action, trying to rotate around. Goes down a little bit, though. Gets definitely blasted by the person camping this hall. Goes down, unfortunately, leaving a 2v4 once again for Neumont. Unfortunately, not really sure what that poke was there, as we see the 3rd kill from alt down this hallway. Neumont has 1 more person up there. The little haze bugs go out, just forcing the last person from Neumont out of up there. Striker is very versatile? Okay, that makes sense. I know that they were playing a lot of easier characters on Poke High, because Poke High is not, like, not that experienced in this game. They haven't, like, played it very, very much, so they've been trying... I think it's Poke High. I could be wrong. Poke High might actually be Semi, and if it's Semi, then... I can't remember the names to faces. I know that they had 2 people drop. I believe it was Siege that had 2 people drop. So they're kind of just left with their subs, and their subs need to pick people that they can work with rather than whoever might necessarily be best for the team. Once again, putting in some drone gameplay. I'm glad that you're a changed man, Nova. Gonna be interesting to see where Neumont places them this time. I love the drones. They're just the tiny little hoppy guys, and they go down and immediately lose all of the information they could gain. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm not really... There's not too much to talk about. The mattress drone goes down, unfortunately, for Neumont there. That's a lot of information they lost. I believe they had 2 or 3 drones go down there. You generally want to try to keep as many drones up as you can, because the more information you have, the better you can play this game. Looks like they went all 5 the same way this time. Makes sense. Didn't really work very well for them last time. Atticus is still trying to be a little bit split off, trying to find a pick maybe. Going to be interesting to see if he can make it work. Looks like he is back on a shield. Makes sense. Neumont is running a 2-shield strategy. They've been running it. I haven't seen it working that much. They tend to just get caught out with their shields, and then they go down, and it's unfortunate. Hear a lot of shots being fired. Is anyone fighting? Nope. Oh my goodness. Do they have 3 shields? Okay, no. Alt finds Midnight there, out on that side where Neumont was trying to break in through, but Neumont is rushing forward, turning your back to the hallway. Unfortunately, almost goes down, managed to pull out his gun and find it anyway. That's the gameplay we like to see from Atticus. Looks like I'm lagging here. No clue why everyone is frozen. Atticus just running in place there for a minute. Might be back, though. Looks like we are. See a grenade tossed into that room. Going to be interesting to see if they could find anyone. Looks like Atticus goes down. Makes sense. He was 1 tap. As Neumont tries to go in and find some more, it is a 2v3 now. Vefty and Cutie versus the world. Cutie finds one, goes down to the second as Vefty manages to find him. Can they revive Cutie, though? That's the real question, as it is just this one person from Auburn versus the world. And Vefty managed to find the Penguin to get that final kill there. Wonderful gameplay. Just absolutely great gameplay. Neumont managed to find it that time. They got the picks they needed. They got into where they needed to be and just took down Auburn. I don't know if Auburn was playing sloppier or if Neumont was playing better, but it definitely could have been either. Neumont didn't run a striker that time, and it seemed to work out, so it looks like they are not running the striker anymore. think probably for the best. Again, I don't know why the metrics keep reappearing. I keep applying the change where they shouldn't appear, and then they just return themselves on. Same thing with my voice chat. That's why I cannot be in the lobby whenever they swap over to it. Once again, we're getting some drone action in. 2 down already from Neumont. 3 down on Neumont's drones, actually. Or at least I cannot go to 3 of their drones, so I think it's 3 down. Not in the exact same mattress spot, but watching a hallway here. They might know that the bombs are there. I couldn't tell if they could see it through the walls. But Atticus and Cutie's drone is still up there. They're giving it a chance, waiting to plant it fully. All right. Looks like they all spawned the exact same side once again. Going to be interesting to see if Auburn can kind of come through, figure out what Neumont is doing, and change their ways because of it. This person seems to be kind of pushing very forward. Gets blasted by 3 people from Neumont, 2 people from Neumont, and immediately runs away. That makes sense. They broke that door down and then just immediately realized everyone was there.
Okay.
Yeah. Neumont is trying to rotate all the way through. They drop the defuse for a second to pass it along to a different person. Oh no, they still have the striker. That's kind of crazy. I think that's striker symbol at least. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They're going down through the staircase that they lost 5 people in last time. They're sending a drone ahead to make sure that no one is here. And they know that no one is here. It seems like all of Auburn is somewhere else right now. Just Sun is watching this hallway, it would appear. Can hear a lot of movement from Sun's perspective. The rest of them are trying to sit around and watch out, make sure that Neumont doesn't come in, but going to be interesting to see what happens when Neumont makes their play. Neumont has once again rotated around the entire building. They've just walked through the entirety of this upstairs place like 3 times now. Atticus sees one of them. Can he get through and find it, though? That's the real question. Vefty pushing forward with the shield. Knows that there's at least the one right there. Zonus goes down to Midnight. Can Midnight find another one? That's the real question. Atticus trying to find one, too. Yeah, it's just such a tight game. Rainbow Six. It's so hard to find kills. You die so fast. Peeking is just so hard. Atticus gets really low, almost goes down there as Midnight is continuing to try to find a kill. Both Atticus and... Ooh, Cutie goes down. Atticus and Vefty push forward, but Atticus goes down. Vefty is pushed really far up here and is mostly alone, trying to watch this. Midnight finds one. Let's go. Can they find another one? Vefty goes down. Pokey High is out in the back corner here, trying to watch out. Stood up, watching this hallway here. Finds one. Let's go. Midnight tries to go through, but goes down as Pokey High rotates around and finds the remaining 2 attackers. Crazy play from Pokey High there. Wonderful, wonderful play. I'm pretty sure Pokey High is Semi. So, good job, Semi. And if you're not Semi, good job. I think it's Frankie. That's the other person that Pokey High could be. No clue who it is, though. Pretty sure Pokey High is Semi. With a big old asterisk. All right, moving into these next bands, we see Ace and Mira Band. This is honestly closer games than we've seen from Neumont so far, so it's definitely going to be interesting to watch the rest of this set as we are 2-4 going into the start here. Neumont once again taking it right to the end of that round. Kind of crazy how far they are playing forward. Looks like Pokey High will be on Castle. We see a Maestro on Midnight. Thorn, Smoke, and Vigil. They're running a Blackbeard. If only Penguin would play the game. I have no idea if Penguin was playing the game. Because I don't know enough, sadly. Hard stuck Brian? What rank is Brian? Is Brian like silver? Is Brian gold? I want to know what rank you're hard stuck. Anyway, moving into this next game, we see their drones coming out here. Why no let me close thing? I want to close this thing. I guess you just can't at the start of the game. That sucks. Let's go first person on their drones. Looks like 2 of them are down, but they have a couple planted in some pretty good spots here. Yeah, you see them down some hallways. Trying to find some good information. Looks like they are also running a 5-stack one-side strategy. Going to be interesting to see if they can run it better than Neumont has been. Yeah, looks like they are getting on the roof. Pokey High is all the way out over here, planting some stuff on some walls, it would appear. As Auburn is just trying to find their way in. Sun appears to be... Ooh, one of them goes down to someone from Neumont, not sure who. Maybe Pokey High here. They got them downed, and now they're just waiting to find a good opportunity to maybe camp this body, find some more kills off of it. Do they not? They just let them revive. Unfortunate. Neumont managed to get them down, but I guess they don't know that happened. They just thought that they shot him. They see the drone driving back and forth. They're trying to get it out, but they know that they cannot waste too many bullets on it, as Neumont is all the way forward and out here. Looks like a couple more from Neumont are rotating over as they are trying to find a good opportunity. There's one breach going off. There's 2 breaches going off. Midnight and Pokey High trying to watch these corners. Ooh, Atticus finds a good kill on Penguin there. Midnight and Pokey High still just trying to watch these breached walls, trying to watch these corners. 1 minute 30 seconds left on the game. Auburn drops the defuse. Pokey High goes down, but Atticus finds a pick right back. Auburn picks up the diffuser, but Atticus is right around this corner. They managed to kill a 3rd person from Auburn. Can they get an ace? No. Vefty says, I'll take this kill. Looks like it is just alt left as they try to go into Neumont. They find one. Can they find more? Shooting a lot around that corner. They have to reload. Neumont is rotating around. Atticus around the corner finds alt. Getting another round for Neumont. Wonderful, wonderful plays. That was a really close round once again. I think this is genuinely the closest game we have seen so far from Neumont here. I do wonder if it'll let me press escape in the middle of a game and hit options and then hit options and then hit, where is it? I think it's actually in here. Is it not in general? Advanced metrics, apply, and okay, there we go. I don't want to know his rank, but he's hard stuck Brian. I want to know what rank Brian is. Moving into this next game, we have some more drone gameplay to get into. Going to be very interesting to see how well they do it this time. They immediately locate the bombs. That's kind of the problem with this first floor spot that I've noticed on this map. The enemy team almost always immediately finds the bomb, and Neumont almost never does, and I don't know why. I don't know what causes that to happen. Looks like one of the drones is down from Auburn, but they have a couple good spots through these vents here. One of them is still just outside. Penguin's drone is just sitting outside doing nothing. Maybe you're right. Maybe Penguin does need to play the game. Oh, now it's in. There we go. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Looks like they 4-stacked one side and then put just one from Auburn on the other side. Neumont is hopefully not going to get caught out by that roamer, but they might absolutely get caught out by that roamer because they have in the past. And it would be very, very unfortunate to see like 3 or 4 go down from Neumont because one person roamed. Midnight is right around this corner. They know that one from Auburn is there at the very least. Atticus managed to find one from Auburn going through this hallway. Goes ahead and finds another one for a double kill. Atticus showing why I believe he is the captain of this team. Pushing up, the drone finds some information. Tosses out a C4, blows it up, doesn't find one, but tries to get from behind, climbs up a ladder, gets out of there. Midnight finds their roamer coming through that window, just staying there while they needed Midnight there. He's copper, hard stuck copper. Makes sense, makes sense. Atticus finding one right around the corner for a triple kill this game. Finds a fourth. Neumont gets a flawless round. Wonderful play from Neumont there. Atticus absolutely showing those hours that he puts in. If you're not from Neumont, you wouldn't know this, but Atticus is almost always in the esports room. I don't think I've ever gone by that room and not seen him in there. And I work sometimes at 5 a.m. Kind of crazy. I'll go there at 5 a.m. and Atticus will just be in there grinding Siege at 5 a.m. It's insane how much time this person puts into this game. This Brian guy isn't that good high key. Might be just starting to talk. Penguin 2KB on IG Reels. Crazy, crazy. All right. Getting into this next game, looks like they have all of their drones up so far. They have found the bomb sites. That's pretty good for them to start. Once again, one just kind of down that massive hallway up top. Another one down here at the stairs. Two of their drones are down now, just based on spectator tools. Shoot me now, Midnight says? I wonder why. I mean, hey, if you ask PokeHigh, they'll probably shoot you, Midnight. All I'm saying is they have a history. They do, in fact, have a history of answering those calls. All right, moving into this game, they have 2 down south this time and 3 up north. Oh, sorry, 3 down south, 2 up north this time, and they're all kind of grouping up on that ceiling, on the roof. All right. Once again, they're kind of just watching their drones, trying to figure out exactly where Neumont is, as Neumont is grouped up on the site. Makes sense. This first little bit of the game is almost always GG Auburn slammed flawless. Hey, you said it, not me. I think Auburn's been playing really well. Same job, same work with Neumont. Both teams have been playing really well, and it's been very close games. I feel like this is the most even match we've seen so far in this tournament. For Neumont, at least. Auburn is slowly starting to make their way in, trying to find their way through, trying to figure out who is at the head of their push here. I think it's Misty. I'm just gonna pronounce that Misty and hope that that's correct. They toss out a little drone there. Not sure what this drone does or is, but it's a grenade. Oh wow, kind of crazy. Throws out another grenade drone, trying to find someone here. Atticus finds one, but finds Atticus right back. That's not good news for Neumont. Someone sub out this old man's son. Embarrassing. Don't even know who you're talking about. So, no clue. Ooh. 2 down from Neumont there, but they find 1 pick in return. Can they get this through? It's just Cutie and PokeHigh left. 2 for 2. Neumont to Auburn as Cutie finds that downed person, bringing it to a mostly even game. Just a little bit of a health difference here, as PokeHigh and Cutie are trying to find something here. PokeHigh knows that the other 2 are right there. Finally reloads his gun. He had 1 left in the clip there. Trying to watch around this corner. He knows they're right there. Hops up and does not find anyone. Doesn't even get them lit up. Unfortunate for Neumont. They toss out a grenade or something there. Smoke, it looks like. But they're too low. They're going to go down. Yeah, that was a really close game, but that PokeHigh poke there just didn't work out. They didn't get any shots off, and that really just... Penguin, try not to swing challenge impossible. It worked out there. I don't know if Penguin was one of those 2 remaining people, but it worked out there. That's all I'm saying. I know a Nova guy who is definitely better. Coached her myself. Fair enough. I mean, Nova Auburn might be able to hop in and play some R6, I guess. 4 or 5 going into round 10 is the closest we have ever seen it from Neumont here. So going to be very interesting to see how they continue to play this game out. Neumont is still on defense. It looks like they're choosing a first floor bomb. And it's just, once again, I don't know what any of the operators in this game do. When I played this game, I played Ace, and Ace isn't even in this game anymore. So, yeah. Not Ace, sorry. Rookie, that's who I played. Ace is in this game. Ace is a character. They are, in fact, an operator. But I played Rookie, and that's the only thing I ever played, and I would just go around knifing everyone I could find, including my team. So I know next to nothing about the actual, like, abilities or stuff that you could do in this game. Ooh, that's a really cool drone spot. On top of this little, like, don't even know what it is, but I don't think I'd ever find that drone. Why is this Penguin on support? I thought he was a fragger. No clue. I don't know about Auburn's team. Looks like 2 of their drones went down there, but we are moving into this next phase. We have 3 down south, 2 up north, and Auburn is in the lead right now. Going to be interesting to see if they can keep that up or if Neumont will be able to pull it back and through. Alt taking down that wall from Auburn. Sun also trying to break through a wall. Atticus is here and ready to watch this. Tosses up a wall of his own. Gets broken down as he pokes and gets shot down by Sun. Unfortunate for Neumont. Atticus goes down once again. That's not good news for them. Auburn has located the bomb site now as Neumont is just in a bad spot. Auburn has so much information. Their drones are just hopping through, finding everything that they can. Zonas gets in here and plants the diffuser. 2 more down from Neumont. It's just Pokey High and Cutie left. Pokey High goes down. It's just Cutie left. Auburn has the diffuser planted as well. This is looking terrible for Neumont. Yeah, it's just... Diffuser is down. They have everyone they could possibly need. Cutie finds one, but goes almost down. They're going to get meleeed to death. They're going to get meleeed to death. Can this shield not melee? Is that not how R6 works? This shield is just bullying them. There we go. They get meleeed to death. Unfortunate for Neumont. Looks like it is 6-4 match point in Auburn's favor. Going to be interesting to see if Neumont can pull through and pull off some of these big games that we need to see them playing if they want to win this. I'm not 100% on this, but I imagine Siege is a win by 2 game. So that means if Neumont wins 2 more, they need to win 2 more. Not just 2 more. All right, moving into this next phase. Let's go ahead and watch their drones, see if they get them in any interesting spots. Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. That vending machine. I try so hard to get on that vending machine. And they see one from Neumont there. They poke it out, and then they dash away. Lovely, lovely. Siri hasn't responded to me on how to play R6. Unfortunate, Penguin. I hope they respond soon. All right, moving into action phase here. It looks like it is another floor 2 bomb, I believe. Or is that floor 1? Floor 2. Floor 2 bomb. Yep. Truth nuke. Nice. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Legalize nuclear bombs. All right. Getting into this. Looks like Auburn is split once again. Makes sense. It's been working out really well for them. They figured out that Neumont isn't very good at dealing with those roamers, and so they've been taking as much advantage of that as they possibly can. 3 from Auburn over here in this corner, trying to find their way in, trying to find their way through. Atticus sitting here ready to watch it. I hear some shots being fired. Who is it? Is it Mist? It's Mist. Ooh, Atticus starting to get lit. Mist watching this corner. Tosses out a drone. Finds some information. They know there's one right behind that corner. Atticus knows that the shield is just sitting here. How much can they do about it, though? That's the real question. Just first to 2 if it goes to overtime? Okay, that's nice. That's nice. They're lit up by the bugs. Atticus finds Sun there behind the shield. Good plays from Neumont. Still just standing in these bugs. Not really sure how you're supposed to deal with that. I think get out of the bugs is how you do. Penguin finds a pick back on Midnight immediately. Bad news for Neumont. Do not have a lead anymore. The shield is pushing up on Atticus here. Atticus is trying to watch that breach. Trying to shoot the one behind the shield. Finds the one behind the shield. Wonderful play from Atticus there. If PokeHigh can get around to the shield, then they can find something, but they go down instead to that poke, unfortunately for Neumont. Yeah, this shield is getting kind of lit up here as Neumont is just still playing the slow game. 30 seconds left on the clock. Kind of crazy. Atticus goes down to Mist. It's just PokeHigh. It's just Vefty and Cutie left as they are starting to get lit up by some of Auburn here. Auburn hops through the diffusers going down. Neumont trying their best to find him, but they go down. Vefty is just the only one left. The diffuser gets planted and Neumont goes down. That is the first round going in Auburn's favor. Unfortunately for Neumont. It's not even a win by 2. Oh shoot! I have to click out. I have to click out fast. Okay, there we go. Looking at this final leaderboard here, looks like decent chunk of wow. That was up for all of 2 seconds. Go ahead and clip that if you want to look at it. I guess. Wow, someone left the squad. That's kind of crazy. Gonna not be clicked into that. Yeah. That's genuinely the closest Siege game I've seen this season. Neumont usually loses and finds maybe 1 or 2 matches throughout the game. I love that it's close. It gives me a lot more to talk about. I really loved the play where Atticus went through and found 4 people just going throughout the map. That was kind of crazy. I also really loved the play where I think it was Sun or Alt were just watching that upward spiral staircase, and they found 4 from Neumont just watching that staircase. Like, what was Neumont doing there? You just keep feeding kills through this hallway, and you find 1 pick back, but, like, honestly, you just go down over and over again, and it's just... You might want to change up your plan at some point if you know they're watching it and you know you're going down. 2 people left from both sides of the match here. Going to be interesting to see if we have some subs in. Maybe we'll see Nova hop in. Maybe. Nope. Looks like we're probably making a new match. That would be my guess. Which sucks because that means I have to mute desktop audio or you guys might hear whatever they say in game. And I don't want that happening. I don't want the enemy team to be heard. Oh, is it just a play 1? That is definitely an option, but I've never heard of a PCL game that's a play 1. I doubt it. I'm just going to assume that it's not for now. Okay, there's the invite. Wonderful. Joining their new game now. I don't know why they swap hosts. There's probably some reason for it. Oh my goodness, the thing is back. The thing that shows you all of the metrics from the game, it's returned. I love Siege. We love Ubisoft. We love changing our settings and then them unchanging themselves. Insanely wonderful mechanic, wonderful design. It's crazy that they could have thought of that. Map 2 won't be close. Devil emoji. I hope it's close. I want it to be close. It makes for a lot better of a game to watch, a lot more opportunity for big stuff to happen. Bunch of feeders on both teams for real. Talking some smack on both sides, I guess. Hard stuck Brian says chills. On God, they feeding me. Atticus hops into the chat to say. Wonderful. No clue what's happening. We love Ubisoft. I'm kind of just on a gray screen, and I don't know what the gray screen means. I don't know if it means I'm loading into a game. I don't know if it means I'm loading into a match. For all we know, it could mean that I spent $300 on microtransactions somehow, because it's Ubisoft. Keep Bro on the bench? Who's Bro? Nova, why aren't you on roster this season? True, Nova. Go hop on the roster. I want to watch you play, Nova. You're talking all this smack. Go play yourself. Come on. Yeah, if anyone knows what a fully gray, actually here, if anyone knows what a fully gray R6 screen means, I would love to know. Oh, it's ungray now. It ungrayed itself. Let's go. Looks like I'm in the spectate match. Okay, sounds good. It has been resolved. The gray screen. You graduated? Nah, just hop in anyway. Yeah, it's so hard to think and talk with their voices in my ears. I can hear everything they're saying right now. And they are very loud. They're joking around in chat. They're tossing some of the enemy team on our team and then some of our team on the enemy team. Oh my goodness, 10 people are talking at the same time. Let's not have that over my ear. All right, hopefully we get started soon here. Bomb Clubhouse. Whatever Bomb Clubhouse is, that's what we're playing. Atticus saying that he's a freshman, this is his first time in comp. I think that's true. But also, Atticus spends 100% of his time in the esports room, so not sure if you're a freshman. Pretty sure you're the esports esports camper, camping in the esports room. Hopefully the match begins soon so I can put those headphones back on. There we go. Clubhouse. Auburn is once again on the left-hand side there. They have 1 point in favor of them. And we should be getting right into our bands. All right. Mira and Thermite ban. And then... Who? Tell me who we're banning. Come on. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Tell me who. Come on. Azami and Montage. Makes sense. I've heard all of those been banned before except for Montage. We see Castle Bandit, Ela, and... who else? Okay. On Auburn's side, we see Grimbuck, Maverick, Solid Snake. Snake! I didn't know that they were legal yet. Apparently, R6 doesn't have any way to stop you from just playing the characters that just freshly dropped. So we're seeing some Solid Snake gameplay from Auburn's side. I have no idea what they do, but I do know that Snake is in my game, Super Smash Bros., and they're pretty good in that. So, going to be very interesting to see how they play in this. Looks like their drones are all up. They're getting them in some nice spots. I'm not sure that I've seen Clubhouse before. I've seen like 3 R6 maps total across the 3 games I've casted. And I don't think I've seen this one. Please ignore chat. It wouldn't let me turn it off. Auburn has view of the bomb right there, so they know exactly where it's at. I think one of their drones went down by the end there, but getting into this. Looks like Auburn is going 2 right, 2 left, 1 north. A couple of them are hopping onto the ceiling now. Seems like all of them are on the roof. Makes sense, makes sense. Misty pops one of their walls there. One of the breach wall things. I don't know. I don't know the terms of this game. Couple of shots going off, but nothing really happening yet. Midnight trying to watch right through this wall. Gets hit with some kind of thing. Auburn drops the diffuser. Probably just passing it. They have a bunch of no clue. Ooh, Pokehigh goes down to Zonus from Auburn as Zonus is finding their way into the point here. Throws a breach in and through that window. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Ooh! Zonus gets picked through the window from Neumont here, but they might be able to get revived, honestly. Auburn picks back up the revolver as Penguin comes to revive their teammate. Looks like they get him back up, so it is not an even match still.
Ready to knock.
Atticus gets poked a little bit through that wall there. Cutie trying to watch this corner, but has to run. Vefty also trying to watch that corner, but ends up running. Misty kills Zonus on their own team, but finds Atticus in the process. Unfortunate for them to find a pick on their own member. 50 seconds left on the game. Neumont still just trying to keep on this point, keep watching all of these angles. Very, very interesting gameplay here. Misty trying to find their way through. Neumont pokes there. Vefty going down. It's now a 2v3 because Midnight finds a pick back on alt. There's a grenade back there. Not a grenade, stun. But Midnight goes down, as does Vefty, leaving Neumont out this first game. Looks like I'm experiencing packet loss and latency. We love that. We love that. I didn't see at all what Snake does, but I believe you that Snake is good. Snake is an interesting character. Buckgrim, Zofia, Ace, and Debeki. I only know Ace of those. Ace is a hard breacher, I think, with a big old asterisk. From Neumont's side, we see Tabaro, Warden, Vigil. I think Vigil is the equivalent of... No, Vigil can't be. No shot. No shot. Vigil is someone cool.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Cutie is playing an operator, and Vefty is also playing an operator. Looks like we have a basement bomb this time. I hate basement bombs. Basement bombs are cringe. My personal opinion. Looks like 2 of their drones are already gone from Auburn's side as they're getting into the basement now, trying to find out where these bombs are. Hopping up on this, I don't even know what to call it, electrical box here. Finds his way behind this little piece of metal. Gonna be watching out for some information. Oh, they have 3 up still. Nice.
Always do. Just follow my lead.
I don't know that Auburn found the bomb that time, but they definitely have enough information to figure out where it's at. Zonus is up top here, trying to see if they could find something. Maybe. Looks like Penguin is going down to the basement. Breaching that wall. Atticus goes down to Zonus immediately! That's terrible news for Neumont. That is their ace player. Ace, not the character, but Ace the person, player. Auburn finds the bomb sites here. Looks like all of Neumont is getting a notification on their phone. Pokey and ooh, Vefty goes down to Misty. Is Neumont going to get aced here? Ooh, they don't. They get turned around and manage to find one. But Midnight goes down. Same with Pokey High, as it is just Cutie versus the world now. Auburn is planting the defuse. They get lit up, and it's looking bad for Neumont. Whoever predicted that it wouldn't be close, it looks like you are starting to be correct, as it is now 2-0 Auburn to Neumont. Going to be interesting to see who they pick here. Looks like it is another basement bomb. Boo! I hate basement bombs. All things being said, I do think that basement bombs are probably the ideal pick just because of how much easier they are to defend from what I've seen in this game. Blackbeard, Deboki, Buck, Hibana, Striker, Cade, Valkyrie, Solus, not Stolas, Solus, Smoke, and Tubaro, or something along those lines. I don't know how to say any of these operators' names, so if I get them wrong, yell at me, please. We love the gray screen for a couple seconds there as we get into this game. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. Auburn finds the bomb site basically immediately this time. One of their drones is down. Neumont trying to hunt down another one. They don't notice the one just sitting on the shelf here, though. They do manage to find that other one. They still don't see the one. Finally, they find the one sitting on the shelf. Yeah. That was a funny little interaction we saw there. Auburn only has one drone up and remaining out on the site there. Pretty good information play from both sides there as Neumont took down most of the drones, but Auburn found the bomb site. Auburn, knowing that the bomb site is down in basement now, will be trying to find their way in as easily as they can. Now the cell starts. Who knows? Who knows where it will go from here? Auburn is looking in a good spot, though, with a 2-point lead. One from Auburn goes down as Atticus finds them roaming. But Atticus goes down himself to Zonus there, unfortunately, for Neumont. Neumont's phones all getting notifications now. Oh, excuse me. Kind of just waiting for some stuff to happen here as Neumont and Auburn are all just kind of like playing around, trying to wait. C4 hits but does not find anyone, unfortunately for Neumont. Those grates are just blocking everything that Neumont wants to get done. Auburn drops the diffuser, probably passing it around for a second here. Neumont trying to watch where they are, trying to watch what they can. But one goes down to Sun from Neumont as Auburn is just slowly forcing their way into this basement.
I give them a call.
Once again, Neumont getting notifications on their phone as Auburn is slowly finding their way through. Mist finds Cutie there as Auburn is looking in a really good spot. Yeah, they just find all of Neumont, and that's yet another round. They're halfway, one under halfway there to winning this set. Looking for bans once again here from Neumont and Auburn. You see Tabaro and Maverick ban. So we hop into the pick phase. Looks like they are going a floor 2 pick this time for the bomb. As Neumont picks Bandit Castle, Solus, Ela, and Mute.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Yeah, once again, into the drone gameplay here. I'm going to open a new drink while we are watching these drones. All right. Auburn locates the bomb site. They seem to have all 5 of their drones up, but at least one of them is still just sitting outside. Maybe that's a tactic, because I've seen them do that a couple times now. Moving into the action phase, looks like they have all of them. Not all of them. They have, what? 1 of them north, 2 of them east, 2 of them west. Hearing a lot of shots going off here, but no one's really getting lit up, so probably just breaking down the walls.
Spec you active.
Again, not a lot happening in these early bits. Trying to just wait till something goes on. Sun seems to be spotted by 1 from Neumont here. As Atticus managed to loop around and find someone from Auburn, can they get more picks? Ooh! Vefty managed to find Mist there. This round is looking good for Neumont. They have a 2-man lead moving forward. Looks like Auburn has 1 on the roof, 1 just kind of peeking through this window, and Sun is running through the building trying to find someone. Finds Atticus, manages to take him down. Unfortunately for Neumont. Auburn trying to slowly find this lead back, watching these halls, watching everything that they can find. Zonas gets poked. Cutie manages to find 1 from them as Penguin finds Vefty. It is a 3v2 now. As Neumont and Auburn just trade 1 for 1 over and over again. Auburn finding at least 1 of those kills back, though. Flash goes out. Doesn't flash anyone but himself. Maybe he did flash Neumont. I mean, they weren't acting like they could see. 2v2, but one of them only has like 1 bullet's worth of health. Can Neumont find this out?
Loading new mag.
Auburn trying to find their way onto point. Neumont just trying to watch everything they can. 1 from Neumont goes down. Unfortunately for Neumont, Midnight needs to find someone here. They show where they are, so they're going to get pincered potentially if Auburn can find it. They shoot them down. They manage to go, but they cannot swap to their secondary in time as Auburn finds it despite a 2-man lead from Neumont. Unfortunate for Neumont. It is 4-0 now. Auburn officially is at the halfway point. If they win 3 more games, it is up and over for Neumont. They have lost the set. Dakabi? I don't know how to say that one's name. Grim, Blackbeard. Yeah, a lot of the same picks that we've been seeing. Makes sense.
Attackers
Makes
need to
sense.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Once again, moving into the drone phase. Try to find as much information on Neumont as they can. Sadly, I don't think we're going to get to see the Neumont hallway again. Neumont has this one map where they go the exact same hallway every time. It works out like maybe 3 times in the entire set. Wait, what? If you want to trade, I don't want this Misty guy on my team anymore. Crazy work, crazy work. Looks like they have all 5 of their drones up and planted in some decent spots here moving into this game. Atticus probably still roaming. Atticus loves to roam. Yeah. Atticus roaming the first floor here. A lot from Auburn trying to loop around, trying to find some information with their drones as they are starting to breach this top floor here, I believe. Atticus gonna get in a gunfight. Finds him, but goes down. Unfortunately for Neumont. Doesn't even like get any damage. That sucks. Vefty trying to watch these halls, turns around, doesn't know that there's one right behind him. Doesn't seem to matter that much. They're all getting phone notifications as Cutie also goes down. Can Auburn find a perfect game? Doesn't look like they can. As Midnight finds one from Auburn, they find another from Auburn. Can Midnight pull it through for Neumont here? It's just Midnight and Vefty versus the world now. Unless they can revive Pokehigh. Does not look like they can. Sun finally finding Pokehigh in the end there. That shield stopping them. Vefty goes down for Neumont, unfortunately. But Midnight finds a 3rd kill this game. Can they find more? They find a 4th! Can they find the ace? Oh my god! Midnight finding an ace for Neumont to get 1 round on the board. They said, we cannot handle another 7-0 game. Let's take the ace. Crazy work from Neumont. Wonderful gameplay from Midnight there. Just slowly rotating around, finding all the kills they needed to win that round. That is the first ace I have seen this season from Neumont. Going to be very interesting to see if we can find another one before it ends. All right, getting back into the drone gameplay here. Looks like they already have 2 of their drones. Yeah, 2 of their drones are down and out. At least it won't let me swap to them. Not sure how drone swapping works. Because sometimes it doesn't work. And I'm assuming that means the drone got killed. This one's just planted on a table. Neumont doesn't seem to see it. It's right on bomb site, too. If Neumont can't find this drone, this is a lot of information for Auburn. They really need to find it. There it goes. Looks like Auburn only has 1 drone left. All right, getting into this. Looks like Auburn has 1 north, 2 right, and 2 left. No? 1 north, 1 south, 2 west, east. Not sure where the bomb is this time. I forgot to look at that. Looks like it's a basement bomb once again. Unfortunately, I hate basement bombs. I do not like them. I do not like them at all. Yeah, Auburn just slowly finding their way through this first floor. They already know where the bomb is, so they're really just looking for picks on people like Atticus who are roaming, and they find it. Sun gets a little bit low. Same with Misty, but not a pick for pick, which is bad news for Neumont. Sun slowly forcing their way forward. Manages to get some of them low. Mist goes down behind him, though. He's going to try to retreat to revive his teammate here. Yeah, Neumont has just been letting them get so many revives. This is the first time I've ever seen anyone get revived in this game, and it's happened like 6 times. It's kind of crazy. Sun forces his way forward, finds another kill on Neumont. They are 2 down now. Finds a third for Auburn here, as Neumont is just in a bad spot. PokeHigh goes down as well. It's just Midnight versus the world. Once again, can they find what they need to find? I'm not sure. Vefty from the grave managed to find a kill. But can Neumont stick this through and manage to find what they need to find? Tries to shoot at one, tries to shoot at another, but doesn't find any on anyone, as they're just going to slowly get pincered here, trying to find anything. Trying to watch his back. He knows that they were there, but they're not there anymore, so not necessarily the best chance. Managed to find one. Come on, Midnight. Can you pull this through? Little drone flies up and scans their face. Not sure what that means. Oh, it might be that they're revealed. Yeah. Auburn managed to find Midnight. Oh my goodness, that was an insane poke there. That's actually crazy. Yeah. Wonderful play from Auburn there. Wonderful play from Neumont as well. Midnight almost pulling it through once again for Neumont. It's 5-1 now. I believe Auburn just needs 2 more wins, and then it is game for Neumont here. And that is also set if Auburn wins. What bans are we going to see? That's the real question. Looks like we see Maverick Azami once again. Kind of crazy. Don't know if they're like insane, but I've seen Azami banned like every game of R6 that I've casted so far. So I guess no one's allowed to play Azami. Hope Azami's no one's main. We see the Ash pick from Neumont here. I like Ash. Ash is like one of the only people I remember seeing. So I like them. Going to be interesting to see if Neumont can play well around their drones. Hopefully they can. I know that they were playing well around Auburn's drones there. Drone trying to find its way to something here. A couple of them sticking outside, but no one's gone down yet. There it goes. Vefty's drone is down. Another drone is down from Neumont as well, leaving them with 2 left, assuming that the ability to spectate demonstrates how well a drone is live. Yeah, looks like we are getting into the action now. I don't think Neumont found the bomb, but they know that a lot of Auburn is up top there. Going to be interesting to see how we move into this next round here. Ooh. Misty finds Cutie, but Midnight finds Misty right back. Wonder what Atticus and the rest of his team are going to be trying to pull here. They shoot down this wall. They see the bomb. They know where it's at now, but they go down from behind to ult. Midnight tries to find him back, but cannot. Neumont is now down a member once again. Atticus's drone goes down there, as Neumont is just trying to find something here. Once again, they keep playing this two-team comp. Azami is amazing on Clubhouse. I wouldn't know. I don't know what Azami does, but I will believe you. I will believe that Azami is amazing on Clubhouse. Atticus and Midnight trying to find their way through this garage here. Just slowly working their way inside. None of Auburn is even over there. Neumont knows where the bomb is, so hopefully they can work their way over to it and find some good stuff. Atticus breaking a little hole in this wall, trying to find some information. Shoots a hole up there, tosses a smoke. Yeah, they're just tossing all of their util over there. Atticus running ahead of his shield goes down, unfortunately. Midnight left behind the shield here, tries to rush up, but gets caught out by a bomb from just insane play from Auburn here. It's just Vefty left versus the world here, and I'd be surprised if they could do it. I believe it is one more round win from Auburn here, and they will take this game. Floor 2 bomb. Auburn still on defense. Warden, Echo, Mute, Jaeger, Ram, Montage, Thermite, Thatcher, Capitow, sure.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Once again, going to be interesting to see how Neumont plays around their drones. Got a couple good drone spots here from Neumont. Up here on these vents, seems to be a pretty good spot. Down below that little thing there, as Neumont has found the bomb site on second floor this time. Cutie's drone goes down. Midnight's does as well, unfortunately, or at least as far as I'm aware, they've gone down. Pinging exactly where the enemy is from 2 different angles. That's kind of crazy. Going to be interesting to see where Neumont starts. Looks like at least a couple of them. Looks like all of them are up north here. Pokehigh's drone still just watching this garage as Atticus is actually down south. Same with Cutie. And Vefty now. I guess they all spawned right, not north? I thought they spawned north, but I'm crazy. Atticus tries to find something, but Alt just immediately snipes him through. Kind of crazy work from Alt there. Atticus going down, leaving Neumont in a bad spot for this match point game. They cannot seem to find their way through whatever that laser wall is. Snake, I think. Is this Snake or is this someone else? This is someone else. Trying to find something down there. I wish it was Snake. Snake would be so cool. They find one, they're pinged, they manage to get them down, bringing it back to at least a somewhat even game. Midnight finds another one from Auburn here as Neumont is forced pretty far forward now. They have 2 kills down on Auburn, they have a person up. They're doing not too bad for themselves this time. Auburn trying to watch these angles, keep on shooting the shield. Unfortunately for them, Cutie is now planting the bomb as Midnight is going to keep on trying to find these picks. Vefty goes down, but Pokehigh finds 2 in return, leaving it as a 1v2. Auburn to Neumont. Neumont just needs to get the diffuser down. This camera getting them a lot of information on where Neumont is. Neumont picks up the diffuser as Sun from Auburn is trying to rush in, trying to find a good spot. Runs the corner, and Midnight finds him immediately, taking him out of the game. Good round from Neumont there. Leaving the leaderboard at 6-2, a lot closer to what we see Neumont normally playing at. Neumont has called a timeout for 40 seconds. Looking at the leaderboard here, Sun playing some pretty good gameplay. Midnight also carrying the team while Atticus is nowhere near the spot that we usually see him at. Going to be very interesting to see how this game continues from here on out. Given that Neumont is at match point, if they cannot win every game from here on, they will be in a bad spot. I believe I mentioned this towards the start of the stream, but I believe our R6 team was one of the teams that suffered from the great drop period where everyone's teams just had a a bunch of good players drop, causing them to be much worse than
Defenders,
when their
protect your
teams
bombs
initially
from being
started.
defused by attackers.
All right, getting into the drones here. Neumont is once again heading towards the garage with a lot of their drones, trying to find some good spots to be planted at. Looks like it is a basement bomb this time from, or is this floor 1? Is this a floor 1 bomb?
Reloading, cover me.
Let's go. No, it's basement. I don't even know if this map has a floor 1 bomb. It's a basement bomb once again. As I've stated many times before, I hate basement bombs. 2 more drones are out here, just trying to find their way into camping this bomb site. Cannot quite. Hiding in the bathroom stalls. Not the worst choice here. At least leaving Neumont with a little bit of information and a drone out on site. I straight up thought Vefty was just about a mow down cutie there. Who is shooting who? Who is... Okay, immediately a fight is going down. We never see the game move this fast. Alt and Midnight and Cutie are all just shooting each other. But Midnight and Cutie have taken a full person's worth of damage. Meanwhile, Alt and Misty have not. Neumont finally finding their way into this building here, maybe? Nope, they're still all just sitting in this corner outside of it, unfortunately. Atticus finally finding the way into the building. I think Neumont might know that the bomb is downstairs. I think that they had the bomb found, so they should know that it is a basement bomb. Atticus driving his drone around up top here, trying to make sure that nobody's in any place that they might get caught out at. Looks like the rest of Neumont is finally finding their way inside as they are trying to find something on the rest of them here. Sun watching the staircase, pretty interesting spot. Manages to find probably Atticus there as Atticus pulls up the shield to stop it from happening. They know at least Sun is upstairs, but the rest of them are downstairs. Neumont has dropped the defuse, and they only have a minute left on the clock to get this done. Vefty goes down to Alt there, unfortunately for Neumont. I think that was through the floor. Yeah. It just... they're already a player down. There's so much health down. It'd be insane if they managed to pull this game back. Neumont trying to find their way down there. Once again, those laser walls are putting in a lot of work for Auburn here. Neumont tries to find one. Alt getting literally one tap. Does not quite go down, though. Seems that Alt is, taking a while to reload there, but does manage to in the end. Atticus getting shot because he's on stairs. One tap as well. This is not looking good for Neumont. Cutie goes down to Alt as well. Just so unfortunate. They are 2 down. They have 2 players that are, like, under half health. And Pokey High goes down to Sun. It's looking like this might be match here. Midnight finds one of them. Can Midnight pull some crazy plays like we saw them pull before? That goes down, and so does Midnight. It's just Atticus versus the world. They find one. They try to find another, but they go down, leaving us with a good game, everybody. With all of that being said, this has been some wonderful gameplay. That is definitely been... The first match was definitely the closest match I've seen Neumont play. Neumont R6 play this season. And just wonderful play from both sides. That insane wall pick on, I think it was Midnight from... Who was it? Alt? Where they had their pistol and they were just like this and they managed to shoot them while there was like pixels on the screen. Insane gameplay. The ace from Midnight there as well. Just peak. Absolutely peak. Love to see it. With that being said, I have nothing else for you all. The game is over. Neumont has gone down. I've had a good time. I love watching all of our Neumont teams play. I love watching all of the PCL teams play.